Hello everyone, this is Candy, the 614 Stitcher, and today is Sunday, May the 28th, 2023, and this is my Flosstube episode number 83. I would like to say hello and welcome to any and all new subscribers. I thank you so very much for taking the time out of your busy day to check out to see if there is something that I can enable you with. And to my returning friends and subscribers, thank you so very much for coming back each and every time I upload a video. This is take two. I was going along recording and didn't like the way that the video was coming out, and so I stopped and restarted it. So let's try to remember what I had talked about. A little life update. Everything has been going fine since I have come back home from stitching in the wilds. I'm managing to put away all the things that I have brought back with me and that were given to me. Albert is doing well. I thank you all so very much for your kind comments on my baby. He was very surprised that I actually allow him to put his paws up in my lap. I usually do not do that. He has very long claws. I do the best I can trying to keep him cut down, but he is not used to me not making over him, because I make over him a lot, but for him to be up in my lap, that was a lot for him. And so he was very excited. And if he wakes up before the video is over, I will show him again. Otherwise, I did take a couple of pictures of him outside sniffing around. He protects this yard like nobody's business. We have a stray cat issue. And so if he gets even a little scent that they have tried to get in the yard, he goes bananas. So he just, tries to protect the yard from all the things living outside. And I'm like, you're not going to stop him from coming in here. But he tries to lay down the law. He has one cat that he doesn't like the cat. The cat is black. Long-haired black cat. And the cat knows now not to even try to come in the yard. He will literally go all the way around to get to where he's going, because Albert has... And he can't get the cat because I have a fence. But that cat is scared of Albert for sure, because Albert will be just looking at the cat and he'll turn and go to other directions. So he is my protector, and I love him. He's my baby. So thank you all so very much for your lovely comments about him. He's up there in age, and so it always is shocking to me. I've had him since he was a puppy, and so I love him dearly. So and my daughter is in the process of moving back in. It's going well. She hasn't actually stayed here yet, but a lot of her stuff is here. So keep me in your thoughts and your prayers. It's been a couple of years since she has lived with me. And we'll be fine. It'll be an adjustment, but it'll be fine. I have to get myself in gear and get moved out of her bedroom, because that's been my office since she's moved out. So I'll be getting that taken care of today and tomorrow. So all right, let us get into the stitching. I have a new start. I have some whips, and I have some finish. I also have a little bit of haul. I am saving my pennies as I prepare for Stitchcon 2023. I will be at Weekend A, so please, if you are attending Stitchcon Weekend A, please be sure to stop by and give me a holler and a hug. And I hope to see as many of you as I possibly can. So for my new start, as you know, I am in the life. Okay, I had to make sure I wasn't going to break the zipper. Life is Just a Bowl of Cross Stitch Club that is run by Pine Mountain Designs. The designer is Sandra Workman, and this is the June. I started the pillow, and you can't really see it very well there. But I did start it on Wednesday, and here is where I am to now. So I have put in the little boy, and the I did do a skin conversion on that. And I have put in the top part of the border here, all of the sailboat there. So there's still some waves. I need to do the whole border. Yeah, the whole border. There's some grass, and I need to put the coin number 6 because it's their stamps is what they are modeled after. So there we go with that. I have been a little behind in getting these stitched up this month. So I will be working on that to get it completed before June. So that is my Life is Just a Bowl of Cross Stitch for June. And it is being stitched on a 16 count Wipgo Ada. And I am using DMC, the called for DMC flosses, with the exception of the skin conversion. So now I'm going to move into my whips. I have started the leg number 7 for the road trip has started, and I pulled this the first shop on the list is Beehive Needle Arts in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and we were to stitch on a project that had a bee in it. They're getting more and more specific as the challenges go along. So it's still fun. I still enjoy it. So this is by Primrose Cottage Stitches. And here's a picture of what it looked like when I last worked on it. And here is where it is now. So I put in the B, these 2 E's, and the O. And I needed 150 stitches. And that is what this is 150 stitches. And I'm now, I have to wait before I can get my purchase item, because there's another challenge going on that I'm participating in. So that's where I am on Be Kind or Be Nice. Be Nice or Buzz Off, I think is what it says. Yes. Be Nice or Buzz Off. So I may be picking this up again for another shop challenge. It is being stitched on a 14 count Ada, and I am using the called for DMCs with that. It was actually started a year ago on May the 18th. My next whip that I am going to show is Seasonal Sunshine by Ink Circles. And here's a picture of where it was when I last showed it. And here is where I am now. So as you can see, I have completed the entire spring block with no errors. I am so happy. I did all the fill-in. This week I have been doing fill-in on this. This project was also for my Wipgo, and I met that goal of 700. I actually put in 718 stitches. This week I put in 680 stitches on it. So I'm going to bring it a little closer. Okay, I'm trying to make sure it's in the camera. And that is the spring block. Now, if you've been around for a while, you know I'm leaving these suns empty, and they will be filled in with beads once I get it completely finished. This project is on my year of whips, and I am so happy that I have, before June, I have put in finished the spring block. So now during the next 6 months I can work on, I hope it don't take me 6 months, I can work on the summer block and then get the border, and I can get this finished before the end of the year. I know, don't look at this one though. I'm still gonna get it fixed. Don't look at this one, just look at this one. This one right here is the one I finished. So, I am very happy about it though. Progress, ooh, I really hit that. Progress is progress, and so it was really great. I have been working on that all week long. A few stitches here, a few stitches there, and this morning, when I got up, I was like, that's it. I need to finish this block today. And I did. And so I have, again, put in a total of 680 stitches for this week to get that block completed. So, pardon me. I also met my Wipgo. I said that. And that is on my year of whips. And so I am really going to push to get that project, Seasonal Sunshine, completed. I've been working on it for a long time. And so I can feel the momentum of getting that block completed and getting it finished. So I'm very excited about that. My next project that I worked on was Stitchcon 2022 by Miss Sue Hillis. And here's a picture of where it was when I last showed it. And here's where I am now. So as you can see, I have been working on my back stitching for this piece. I want to see. Okay, I thought I had a clip in here, but I don't. Anyway, I have been, so I backstitched the entire scroll frame and the fabric on the inside. I have put in I have backstitched around the entire tomato and the heart. So I still need to put in that green thread that's backstitched here. I started the backstitch through the word, and as you can see, I used a friction erasable marker like I would use for my quilting so that I could follow a line. It just is easier for my brain with all of this back stitching, for me to just follow a line and erase it with the heat of an iron when I'm finished with it. So now everything I need to, even though I used 310 to put in the 310, I'm going to back stitch the tail just so that it looks more smooth as I go through. I have that to do. I have to finish. I need to put this in. I need to finish this. I need to finish the stitchy bust, and then I'm going to put in the walkway. I have decided that what I'm going to do is continue to work on this piece and get it to where all I have to do is put in the walkway here so that I can ring the bell at Stitchcon for this piece. So you may see this again. You will. There is no may about it. You will see this again next week. And when you see it next week, it'll be up to the point of where I am going to finish it at Stitchcon. I am super excited about this piece. It is also on my year of whips. I'm trying to think now what it is on my year of whips. I believe it is. I'm going to look at my calendar in 1 second. It is on my year of whips. So it'll be a finish also. And I believe, okay, I believe that this is on my year of whips, which would make it my third finish for my year of whips. Maybe this would be number 2. So now that I'm going through all of that, I have it right here in the beginning of my calendar. And for those of you that do get these calendars, I have been on Amazon and they have quite a selection, so you don't have to wait till the end of the year to get it. They have quite a selection, so I would encourage you to go out and get yours as soon as possible. Yes. Stitchcon 2022 was number 2 on my list for the year of whips, and seasonal sun sign is number 3. So I am like rolling through. Although we only need to finish 50%, my goal is to finish all 6 by the end of the year. And other than home sampler and temperature butterfly, I'm doing pretty good on meeting those goals. So, okay. So that was Stitchcon 2022. And now I am going to share with you. I'm sorry. I restarted the video because I thought I was all discombobulated and everywhere, and I still feel like I'm discombobulated and everywhere. So my next whip is Spring Quakers by Rosewood Manor. And here's a picture of where it was when I last showed it. And here is where I am now. Now, I'm going to say this, and you all are going to laugh, but it doesn't appear as though I'm going to get a clip because I need to hold it. It needs to be held. Note to self, put clips in your little stand. So let me show you what I've worked on. I've actually today put in 50 stitches. And if I didn't tell you I had put in 50 stitches, you would probably think, Well, what did she do on this? So I put in I backstitched the word iris. And then I put in 5 stitches here, 5 stitches there, 4 stitches there, 1 stitch, 1 stitch, 1 stitch, like all over the place. So that is why, I mean, I've put in 50 stitches, but you can't really tell very much difference. I put in this stitch here because I'm finishing that motif off. I put in this little piece of flower. This is the page break here. And there's another partial motif that is down here that I'll be working on. I would really, really, really like to get to the, get a page finish on this by the end of June. Don't get me wrong. I am really pleased with the progress that I have gotten on this so far. Every Sunday working on it. The last 2 weeks have been real 4 stitches, 5 stitches, 2 stitches, 1 stitch, 2 stitch, all of that. But even with that, I'm loving the progress that I'm getting. I would just like to see, I want the page finished before I start on the summer Quaker. So I have approximately 4 weeks before summer Quaker comes out, and I want to get a page finish on this. So I may have to put in a few extra days other than utilizing on Sundays to get that. So that's what I'm saying. I want to get to a page finish on this before I have to put it away. I love it. I am stitching this on a 28 count Be Stitch Me Garden Party, and I am using the called for Valdanis. And again, if I have to stitch on it, I use this as my Sunday seasonal stitch piece. But if I have to, I'm going to put in a couple of extra days because I want the page finished before spring is over. So that is where I am on spring Quaker. Summer Quaker will not be coming out until June the 25th, but I have a retreat in there that runs over a Sunday. I'm just going to have to be very conscious of where I am as it comes up to summer. With that being said, I need to have the page finished before June the 21st. So that's why I'm saying I'm going to need some extra days. I may need some extra days because of the way that the summer falls. Summer starts in the middle of the week on a Wednesday. So I won't pick up summer Quaker until the 25th. And I'm messing up all this stuff, trying to get everything back in the bag. So those were my, I don't know what. Okay. I'm looking at my notes and I'm like, why does that say that? I use Seasonal Sun Sign also for the Whip Warriors road trip. We are traveling around the Erie Presque Isle bike tour. So I also use I use the back stitching from Stitchcon 2022 for that. So I just needed to say that, I guess. That's what got me held up the last time. I was like, what am I trying to say here? What is this? So I'm going to move on though and show you my finish. So again, here's my finish. I finished the pin roll for the Life is Like a Bowl of June. And I put the little bird in, the word June, and the waves. This one has a beach theme, kind of like a beachy theme, but not as beachy as I would have maybe wanted it. But nevertheless, it is finished and it will go in the bow when I get it all completed. So that was my finish. These kits come with the fabric sewn onto this little piece. Now, you know, I was thinking, I was like, oh, June is small, May was small, July will be kind of small. But then we get into the August and the rest of the months will be long. So it'll be interesting to see how she designs for those longer months. But that is the June pin row for Life is Just a Bowl of Cross Stitch. And I am really excited. One of my friends said, you really like those. And I was like, it's nice to have at least 2 finishes a month. You know what I mean? For me, because my projects are so big, I don't have a lot of finishes all the time. So at least with this project, I will know that I'll have 2, which makes me really happy. So, and then they're actually fully finished so that I can put them on display, which is extra good. So that is where I am on my finish. So I put in 250 more stitches. Well, maybe it was 250 stitches, period. Yeah, to get that to a finish. So now I'm going to talk about my plans, give you some heads up on some things that I am working on. I know I said that I would be doing a double up of the magazine monthly, of the mental health care SAL information. I had planned on talking about that today, and the day has gotten away from me. What I'm going to do is even though next Sunday starts June, I am going to do 2 more weeks of the mental health care information. I wanted to talk about eating disorders and mental illness. So I am going to continue to do that. With everything going on around here, I just didn't have the time, but I do want to give the information out, especially to as we come upon the summer months. I feel it's very important to continue that. So for the next 2 Sundays, or at least through this next coming Sunday, maybe I'll just do 2 segments for the first Sunday in June, but I am going to get it together. Okay, so for my plans, I am going to put a little bit more work into a spring Quaker so that I can get my page finished like I want before summer. I'm going to finish up the pillow for Life is Just a Bowl of Cross Stitch for June. I need to finish the box top, both the stocking, put some more work into the box top, both the stocking and the one that will have a motif in the middle of it. I need to complete my June plans. This month flew by. I think part of it was because I was in Florida, those 5 days. And so it just took away from things that I would normally be doing. So I need to get my June plans together because we have farm and manure. And I am nowhere near what the only thing I can think of is for the farm. I'm going to do temperature butterflies because there are butterfly farms. And so I know that. So I'm going to do temperature butterfly for the word farm, for the acrostic, or for the theme, I'm sorry. And then I will be also getting ready for Stitchcon 2023 Weekend A. Please, if you are going to be at Weekend A, make sure you stop by and see me. I do get up and walk around because it's good for you to do that. You shouldn't just sit for hours and hours and hours. So I'll be also walking around saying hello to everyone. But don't be scared to come up and say hey to me too. So with that, with the plans, I am now going to move into my tiny bit of investments. Tiny bit of investments. So I received my Atomic Ranch Fabric of the Month. And the color is Eucalyptus. And it is darker than what is showing on the screen. But it is beautiful. I get a fat quarter. Yeah. I get a fat quarter, sorry, of 36 count linen. Yeah, it is, well, that part, this side is pretty light, but it is darker than what is showing up there. So that was that. And then my friend Candy L sent me, she was working on a quilt pattern and showed the block. And I was like, I love that. So she sent me the pattern, and it's called Hunter Star Simplified. And I am going to be making one of these blocks. I'm not making a whole quilt, but I do like it enough to where I would make a couple of blocks, maybe for a table runner or something like that. So that is that. And then I received my Sew Sampler subscription box. And so I'm going to share with you what came in that. I almost did a separate video for it, but then time just got away from me. So the theme for this month's block is the sweetest things. And let's start with everybody's favorite. Well, no, let's not. So in the box, there are 2 nail files, that featherweight shop. So that is a great, you know, one of these is going in my stitchy bag, just in case. So there are 2 nail files. There are 2 spools of, what is this? 50 weight purple. Oh, silk finished cotton thread. So there are 2 spools of thread. For a minute, I thought they were Orifil, because that's what I sew with. But these are actually by someone else. It says, keep your sewing machine fed with this high quality thread from Medlar. So it is a 50 weight cotton. And then there is this cute little, it's by Clover. And it is a macaroon. And you can actually put it in, put your needles in it, and there's a little place it can sharpen your needles. Okay, let me see if I can get this out of here. Yeah. So you feed your needles through the middle, and it will sharpen them for you. I'm going to read more about this just to make sure I have that correct. But that's what they're showing. You squeeze it, and then you put your needle through and pull it out the other end, and it'll make it sharp. Or you don't pull it out the other end. You just push it in, pull it out, push it in, pull it out. So I have to remember, don't use this on your cross stitch needles. Unless you want them to be sharp. Then the next item in here is this clover thread cutter. Now, I have never tried these before. It actually shows where you could put it in your spool of thread and cut the thread that you need off of it, or you could wear it around your neck and cut the thread off. So that's interesting. I've never had one of those. And then the and then the pattern for this month is called Mikasa, and it is by Joanna Figueroa, I believe. I see the fabric is by, so I'm thinking that's who the... So the fabric is by Joanna Figueroa. And it is a fat quarter, or layer cake. It's a layer cake pattern, and this is what it looks like. When I decide to do this, I will show the fabric again. I am interested really seriously about getting back into quilting, so... And then they also have a cute little, they're called pressed flowers. This is actually why I signed back up for this box, because I loved the patterns for this. And so I'm going to be making these blocks at some point. I'll be collecting the fabric, getting fabric together for them. Because I wanted the kit, but they sold out of the kit, so. And that is my sew sampler for the month of May. And I need to pull this out because it's got a coupon on the back. And when I was in the club the first time, I would always forget about the coupons or the discounts that they provide. So I want to make sure I pull that out because they have layer cake. They'll be having layer cakes on sale, and I want to make sure I get some of those. So that is where I am for right now today. I am really pleased with the progress that I have gotten on my projects this week, seeing that I just filmed on this past Monday. It hasn't been a week yet, but I'm really happy with where I ended up for this past week. I will be back on June the 3rd with my weekly update, and hopefully I will have another finish. And I'll know what I'm working on. I'll know what I'm working on before next Sunday. So I hope you all are having a very good unofficial start to your summer. Again, please think about those service persons that have made the ultimate sacrifice for us to live as we do in the United States. I hope you all are getting in a lot of good stitching and the weather is going great. Oh, I forgot. I signed up yesterday and I will be attending Stitch North in Canada next year for the second weekend. It was super exciting. I was like, my credit card will not, my bank credit card won't go through for Canada. And so when it declined, I was like, dag naggit. But I whipped out my other credit card and it went straight through. And so I will be attending Stitch North in the spring of 2024. I'm looking forward to that. I know it's a whole year away, but I was really excited. I'm going to get to meet one of my friends that I stitch with often. We're going to be roommates, and so it'll be really nice to spend some good quality time with her. Alrighty, now with that being said, I have completed everything that I needed to tell you about, and I will see you next week. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.